Alright guys, this is a 2016 Volvo XC70 all-wheel drive. I've seen this happen a few times where the brake hose develops a little pinhole and causes a massive brake fluid loss. So I'm going to post a video, show you guys how to do it. I'm doing both for hunts. It's a pretty simple job. I will also put a link in the description. These were hard to find at the local parts stores, so I will put a link down there where you can buy these off Amazon. So the first thing I'm going to do is you break this loose right here. This is a 14 millimeter. Came right loose. There's no way to thread this out until I have the whole line unbolted. The next thing I'm going to do is just slip it out of the bracket here, and the leak is somewhere right in this area. And the third thing I'm going to do is right here, it's kind of hard to get to, I hope you can see it, there is a 13 millimeter nut that's on the hard brake line, and this is a new enough car, I didn't have to use line wrenches or anything, they were coming right out. Okay. Now that that's on threaded, I'm teaching everyone here. You can see that I got to pull it down. There's this little spring retainer clip that holds that brake line in. You can't get it off until that nut is off. So once that's off, you can pop this line out, and then I can simply unthread it. There we go, I got the old brake line out. I'm going to start off threading it right back into the caliper. Should thread in by hand. If you have to do any kind of force on it, then it's not in right. You're cross threading it or something. So I'm going to go ahead and crank that up. Now I'm going to go ahead and slip the line in here, put my little retainer back on. I got it started. Very simple job. Now I just need to tighten that 13 millimeter up. Okay, when you snug this down, you don't need to make it real tight. I know you're gonna want to crank it down, but you don't have to. Just tighten it, don't over tighten it. So once that's tightened down, I can go ahead and slip this back in the bracket here. You want to make sure there's no twist in the brake line. You want it to be fairly straight like that. Now all I have to do is bleed them. And I'm going to show you how to bleed these with one person. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to crack the bleeder open. It's called gravity bleeding. You're just going to leave it sit. You're going to wait until that starts dripping. Could take a minute, could take 5 minutes. What it's doing is it's purging all the air out of the system. See, we're starting to get a little bit of fluid dripping out, but you want a steady drip. That's not a steady drip. It's dripping and then stopping, and then dripping and then stopping. Here you see, only if you see it on camera, you can actually see the air bubbles getting pushed out. Okay, there guys, now you can see we have a steady drip. So I'm going to close the bleeder up. And now a very important step, I'm going to put the car down I'm going to pump the brake pedal a few times, and then I'm going to come back and re-crack that open. And what that does is that'll loosen up any air bubbles that are still trapped in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All right, guys, so I put the car down, pumped the brake pedal a few times. Now I'm going to crack the bleeder loose again. And sometimes you'll get some more air, sometimes you won't. But you'll see 1 drip, 2 drips, and there it stopped. Now that's the air coming out that I just dislodged. And then when you get a steady drip out of it, like I have right now, it is good to go. Now I'm going to snug this down. Put the little dust cover back on if it's still there. And we're done. And that's how you do brake lines on one of these Volvos. Like I said, this showed no symptoms. It just blew. So for as cheap and easy as these are, you might want to just go ahead and replace them if it's an older Volvo. Super simple job. I'll put a link down in the description where you can get the parts for it at a reasonable price. And thanks for watching, and please subscribe.